Forming an LLC in Texas costs $300. That's the easy part. The part nobody warns you about is the franchise tax report you owe every single year, even when your business makes $0. Skip it, ignore the letters, and Texas will forfeit your LLC right out from under you. I've watched it happen. By the end of this, you'll know exactly how to file and exactly how to never lose your company over a form you didn't know existed. Here's why this matters. If you're freelancing, selling online, running a side hustle, or finally turning that thing you're good at into a real business, an LLC is what puts a wall between your business and your personal stuff. Your car, your savings, your house. Somebody sues the business, that wall is what keeps them out of your living room. So I'm going to walk you through the whole thing. Where you file, what it costs, the naming rules, the registered agent decision that actually protects your privacy, and the Texas-specific traps that cost people real money. No fluff. Let's set this up right the first time. Start with where you file. In Texas, you're filing with the Texas Secretary of State. The document you're filing is called a Certificate of Formation. Quick note here because this trips people up. In most states, it's called the Articles of Organization. Texas called theirs a Certificate of Formation. Same idea, different name. It's officially Form 205 if you want to look it up. The filing fee is $300. That's the real number, not $50, not berries, $300 to the Secretary of State. If you file online through the state's SOS Direct system, you're looking at about 13 to 15 business days for standard processing. You can pay for expedited service and have it back in a few business days, but for most people, standard is fine. Now, before you can file anything, you need a name, and Texas has rules. Your name has to include LLC or limited liability company at the end. It can't be deceptively similar to a business that's already registered, and it can't use restricted words like bank, university, or insurance without special approval. So how do you check if your name's available? The Texas Comptroller has a free name search tool called Taxable Entity Search, and the Secretary of State has its own lookup too. Punch in the name you want. If something already exists, pick a different one. Here's a pro move while you're at it. Check if the matching website domain is free and check the handle on whatever social platform you'll use. Getting the LLC name only to find the .com is taken by someone else is a bad afternoon. Okay, next decision, and this is one people rush through and regret, your registered agent. A registered agent is the person or company that officially receives legal documents for your LLC. If your business gets sued, the lawsuit gets served to your registered agent. If the state needs to reach you, they go through your registered agent. Texas requires every LLC to have one, and that agent needs a physical street address in Texas. Not a PO box, a real address. Here's the part nobody tells you. You can list yourself as your own registered agent. It's free. But that address you put down becomes public record. Anyone can look it up. So if you're running your business out of your apartment, your home address is now sitting in a public database for anyone to find. People searching for you, junk mail, occasional process server knocking on your door while you're in your pajamas. That's why a lot of people use a registered agent service instead. You use their address, your home stays private, and you never miss an important legal notice because someone whose actual job is to catch these things is catching them. Some services give you the first year free, then charge around $125 a year after. That's the privacy angle, and honestly, for most people, it's worth it. Now, what actually goes into that certificate of formation, your LLC name, your registered agent's name and Texas address, whether your LLC is member managed or manager managed. Member managed means the owners run it, which is what most small businesses want. Manager managed means you're appointing someone to run it. The name and address of each organizer and the effective date. Most people just want it effective immediately. The thing that trips people up here is that management question. Don't overthink it. If it's you or you and a partner running the show day to day, you're member managed. Next up, your operating agreement. Texas does not legally require you to have one. You can form your LLC without it, but you should write one anyway, and I'll tell you exactly why. An operating agreement is the internal rule book for your business. Who owns what percentage, how profits get split, what happens if a partner wants out or passes away, or stops pulling their weight. Without it, if there's ever a dispute, Texas default law decides for you, and you may not like what it decides. There's a second reason that matters even more if you're a single member LLC. That operating agreement helps prove your business is a separate entity from you personally. That's what keeps your liability protection solid if anyone ever challenges it in court. So even if it's just you, write one. You can use a template. It does not have to be fancy. It just has to exist. Then comes your EIN. That stands for Employer Identification Number, and it's basically a social security number for your business. You need it to open a business bank account, to hire anyone, and to handle taxes. You get it directly from the IRS online in about 10 minutes, and it costs nothing. Zero. If anyone tries to charge you for an EIN by itself, walk away. The official source is irs.gov, and the application is open weekdays during business hours. Now let's pay off what I promised at the top. The Texas franchise tax. This is the gotcha. Every Texas LLC has to file something called a franchise tax report every year due May 15th. Now here's the good news, and it's genuinely good. Texas has a no tax due threshold, and as of now it sits at $2.47 million in annual revenue. So if your business makes under that, and the vast majority of new businesses do, you owe $0 in actual franchise tax. But, and this is the whole point, you may still have to file. For years, small businesses had to file a no tax due report just to stay compliant. Texas recently simplified this so that businesses under the threshold generally don't have to file that specific report anymore, but you are still on the comptroller's radar and you're still responsible for a public information report keeping your business details current. Miss your filing obligations, ignore the notices, and the state can hit you with penalties and eventually forfeit your LLC's right to do business. That means your liability protection, the entire reason you did this, can evaporate. So the move is simple. Mark May 15th, know your stats with the Texas Comptroller every year. It's usually free for small businesses. It just requires you to actually do it. That's the form nobody told you about. Now you know. One more Texas perk before we move on. There's no annual report fee to the Secretary of State like a lot of states charge. No publication requirement either, like New York forces on you. Texas keeps that part clean. The franchise tax world is the piece you watch. That's the full picture. The filing, the name, the agent, the formation, the operating agreement, the IN, and the franchise tax. You can absolutely do every bit of this yourself, but if you'd rather not babysit forms and deadlines, there's the easier road. Real quick, Northwest Registered Agent is hands down one of the best LLC services out there. They've been doing this for over 20 years, their pricing is transparent, and they give you a real person to talk to if you ever have questions. Check the description for the link. If you don't want to deal with all this yourself, I highly recommend Northwest Registered Agent. They make it super easy and save you a ton of hassle. Let me walk you through it. It only takes 3 to 5 minutes. Click the exclusive discount link for Northwest below. So once you're on the website, you'll click on the button to get started. Right away, you'll be asked what type of business you're starting and in what state. Select LLC and your state. From there, you'll be asked to name your company, the purpose of your business, and your business address. Nothing complicated, just the basics we already talked through. Then you'll type in the members of your LLC, add your contact information, and select any additional services you'd like Northwest to handle, like giving your EIN or setting up a trademark. This is where it's handy because you can knock out that EIN in the same flow instead of doing it separately. And once you've done that, all you need to do is submit your payment and you're done. Northwest takes care of the rest for you. And that's it. Northwest takes it from there. If you want to get your LLC done today, the easy way, click the link in the description. So real quick, let's close the loop one more time, because this is the thing that actually keeps your LLC alive. May 15th, every year, the franchise tax report. Under $2.47 million in revenue means you almost certainly owe nothing, but staying in good standing with the Texas Comptroller is what keeps that liability wall standing. Form the LLC, then keep it. Those are the two different jobs, and now you know both. If this saved you from a mistake or just made the whole thing feel doable, do me a favor and hit like. It genuinely helps me get these in front of the next person trying to figure this out. And I'm making these for more states, so subscribe if you want yours. Better yet, drop your state in the comments. If I see it enough, that state gets its own dedicated video next. Now go file. Your future self with a lockdown business and a protected savings account is going to be very glad you did.